Back on CBS Sports HQ as we pivot to the task at hand on the day that was for Bryant McFadden. His training camp tour continues, and it's not all flowers and sunshine everywhere. I mean, it is here in studio, and it appears to be there in LA as well. Yeah, there he is. There, he's in mid-season form. Forget the Hall of Fame game. It's week 13 in the closet of Emory Hunt. VMAC, I want you to take me into the big talk of the day in LA, that being Matthew Stafford, his potential availability moving forward. Listed as week to week with a back issue. He is 37. Is this just monitoring and making sure the pitch count is where the team needs it to be?
Yes, sir. Right now is nothing more than just monitoring the situation and being overly cautious with their franchise quarterback. So far, all the conversations that I've had, this is nothing serious. They're just being cautious and allowing him to go through his due process for him to be at his best when week one is here. But this is a blessing in disguise because now a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo had an opportunity to get all the first-team reps. I even saw Stetson Bennett getting opportunities as well. But this is nothing to be alarmed with in terms of Matthew Stafford. They know he will be ready to go, and he will be walking out with the group, with the ones, week one against the Houston Texans.
Yeah, Emory, this is not a man who needs reps. 37, he's been doing it for a while, decorated as a Super Bowl champion now, and this is a team that has Super Bowl designs once again when you look at the grand scheme of the NFC. But we are closer to the end of the story than we are the beginning for Matthew Stafford. Do you think this is the proper handling of any sort of situation here come camp?
I mean, ideally, I would rather sit all the veterans until the season actually starts because you don't want these guys to go in and get banged up around week 2, week 3, and now you're nursing an injury for 3 to 4 weeks, and then you're hoping that you're back at 100% from weeks 10 through 17. And for Matt Stafford, that's critically important. We saw him get banged up over the course of his career, but when he's healthy and when he's fluid and he's moving out there, getting out on the move, throwing from those different arm angles, it's a different Stafford. You want to see the last 9 games like we see here on this outstanding graphic. That's when Matt Stafford, you need him to be his best. And keeping him calm and safe right now in training camp when nothing is on the line is ideally what you want as a coach.
5 years his junior is a 32-year-old Davante Adams who joins this pass-catching duo. Mac, it's been elite for the last few years with it being Puka and Kupp. Now we're looking at Puka and Adams. As Puka elevates to this all-pro level that we've seen thus far, and now he's got a guy in his ear with the game that Davante Adams has, how's that going to serve him as he does approach the prime of his career now?
This is huge. I had an opportunity to talk to Davante after practice today, and he said that played a major part in his decision to sign with the Rams, along with Matthew Stafford being the quarterback. But just the offensive structure playing alongside Puka Nacua, he's excited about what could happen with this combination, with this duo of pass catchers, along with receiving passes from Matthew Stafford. And you guys know how it is. When you have Sean McVay involved in the offense, schematically speaking, he is going to put his players in positions to be successful. It's up to the players to make routine plays happen routinely, and they have the dudes that's available to do it in this offense, and this should be a very, very entertaining year upon good health. That's always very, very important. But if they're healthy, this should be an entertaining year when you look at the offense and what they could do.
I like the fact that they have Davante Adams in this offense because now we know he's an outside guy. It allows Puka Nacua to be Puka Nacua, i.e. Cooper Kupp. And so we should see Nacua, who does a great job in these catch-and-run situations, making things happen after the catch, working that zone coverage rather well, and being a physical presence once he has the ball in his hands. And if he was asked to be on the outside, maybe that changes the dynamic of what he does as a receiver. But now having Davante Adams out there, who does a great job on the outside, whether it's short, intermediate, or deep, it allows Puka Nacua to really do what he does best, and that's being all-pro.
Health, always the most important thing on a depth chart, especially for Puka Nacua. We did see bumps and bruises a season ago. Mac, a parting thought here from L.A.?
Hey. No, it's not a parting thought. It's some information I don't know if you guys have been privy to or not. I also spoke to Kyren Williams, and you talked about how successful this passing game can be. Emory, you know this as a former back. The balance that Kyren Williams has provided has been well documented. 14 rushing touchdowns, over 1,400 yards. And he also filled me in. They're in the talks of negotiating an extension. So hopefully we hear that news sooner than later, coming from the Rams with their star running back in Kyren Williams getting that new deal that he is deserving of seeing.
Bryant, breaking news, McFadden.
That's it.
Right?
That's it. Hey, we got our eyes on this offense, and there's some exciting pieces on it, but how about that young pass rush? Also should have our eyes as well. Bryant McFadden has the eyes of the nation as his training camp tour continues. Thank you, B-Mac. Oh, and the countdown is on. Hall of Fame game is here. That means you can start those clocks. September 7th, it's season 66 of the NFL on CBS.